So can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Give me a second, let me make it full screen. I think it should be okay. All right, so let us start. Good morning, good afternoon to everyone. I am Augustine Mofo, a member of the Southern Cameroons NGO here in Germany. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to say a few words about the upcoming conference which we are organizing. So it's a virtual conference we shall hold on the 5th of March this year. We want to take the opportunity here to tell the participants of this forum a bit more about our association, so you know who is organizing the conference, and to know also a bit more about the conference that we're organizing, and to encourage everyone here to participate at the conference. So it is a conference which we have decided to organize every year. We had a similar conference last year, at the end of February, and this year we are organizing it for the second time. We have titled the conference this year, The Neglected War in the Southern Cameroons. And as I said, it's going to be a virtual conference. Some of you may be asking, but what is this SCA-Germany? So the SCA-Germany is actually the community of Southern Cameroonians in Germany. Maybe this slide here may say a few words about our association. You have experienced the developments in our revolution in the past few years. And so SCA-Germany is a group of Southern Cameroons associations here within Germany, which evolved from 2017, beginning with the SCCG, which used to be the Southern Cameroons community in Germany. And after going through all what many of us have gone through within this revolution, the division, divide and rule, and all the infighting, the people in this community who thought that they need to focus on this revolution, putting Lambazonia first, organized a SWOT workshop, which took 3 to 4 full days in April 2020. And this resulted to the foundation of an umbrella association called the Southern Cameroon Associations in Germany. This took place on the 9th of August 2020. Here I have put a few words about the policy. So this is a one-pager which our association uses. So looking at all the problems that we had, after this SWOT analysis, we resolved to adopt 3 policies, which have been our guide from then moving forward. The first of which is that our association encourages cohabitation and collaboration of Southern Cameroonians of all groupings, and that SCA-Germany owes its allegiance only to the people of the Southern Cameroons and to no group or no organization or government or anything called government. The SCA-Germany's leadership shall be rotational amongst the regional associations that form SCA-Germany. So that is how we organize. You can see a bit more about this in some other time in future. So our vision is based on 3 key pillars: unity, humanity, and advocacy. And within unity, we want to bring together Southern Cameroonians who believe in this revolution and are willing to contribute to achieving real purpose of unity, or I mean, the real unity of purpose on a global scale. And as far as humanity is concerned, we want to support in extremely abandoned cases and in the safety of the Southern Cameroons. When we say safety of Southern Cameroons, we mean everything that we need to do to keep our people safe in the way that we can. And within advocacy, we want to advocate here in Germany, here in within the EU, and also internationally for the rights of the Southern Cameroons and its people. So you can see more about the SCA-Germany on the website that we have here, SCA-Germany.de. So in summary, there are many things happening today in this revolution, which we had seen several years back, already early 2018, and had distanced ourselves from some of the things that were causing us a lot of problems. And we can see that, I mean, we can see how things have developed recently. So this conference is one of the things that we are doing under advocacy. And again, one may ask the question, why do we organize a conference? Why are we doing this annual conference? The main purpose is to sensitize the public about our problem, about the issue. And when we say public, our focus here is actually not really the people of Southern Cameroons themselves, because we think that we have been talking to ourselves over and over the years, and we need to tell our story to those whom we think can contribute in resolving the problem that we are facing. And so we take the opportunity to sensitize about this issue, and that is our own way of doing advocacy with the hope to seek and really find lasting solutions so that we and our people can live in peace. And just to add on that, in the long run, we will not expect some of those who may be stakeholders of this issue, or let's say those countries, those organizations who may claim that they did not know about the problem. If they had known, they would have done something. We are reaching out to those people whom we think really need to know about this issue. So no one should claim that had they known, they would have done something. And that is what we are doing in our own small attempt to advocate for the cause of the Southern Cameroons. For the conference that is coming up on the 5th of March 2022, there will be a brief agenda, as you can see on the screen. So we will begin with an introduction of the conference that will be done by the chairperson of the SCA-Germany, Dr. Njibamu. And there will be a first presentation coming from the first panelist, that is Professor Kasim Anyangwe, who many of us know. So he's one of the very few who really understand the history of the Southern Cameroons, otherwise called Ambazonia. There will be a presentation on the consequences of the war, and this presentation will be handled by the renowned Professor Pierre-O Lumumba, which will also be followed by another contribution from our own Dr. Edmund Qualifer, who is here with us. Then the fourth talk will be coming from Mr. Vincent Hendricks. So Vincent Hendricks is a member of Misirio. Misirio is a German organization that focuses on, relief activities, and they advise those in authority here in Germany and even beyond Germany on how they may approach some of the problems that we see in other parts of the world. And Mr. Vincent Hendricks is a focus person for that part of Africa. He will be talking about how we can put an end to this war. So typically our conference then, after the presentations from the panelists and brief questions and discussions, we will be then having general discussions during which we would adopt resolutions, which will be used to follow up after the event to reach out to other, let's say, offices that have something to do with this issue and that can really contribute in resolving the conflict. For those who may want to participate, at this conference. Indeed, we are saying that we are calling on Southern Cameroonians to participate, and this town hall too is a platform where we can reach many Southern Cameroonians. We know that we come here regularly every 2 weeks to discuss issues concerning the ongoing revolution. It will be in the form of a webinar, and there is a link which you can see on our website, SCA-Germany.de events. This link is also circulating in different social media forum. You can go there and you can register to take part in the Zoom webinar. If you go to the website, you also have access to the Zoom link where you can register to participate. The event will be broadcasted by the SCBC, our famous television, and it will be broadcasted during this space when the town hall also holds. So those of you who wish to come to the town hall on the 5th of March, when you come to town hall, it will be this event going on, at least for the time that the event has been planned. These are things that we have arranged also with the organizers of the town hall. Time, on that 5th of March, the time will be from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. And we are calling on all of you here to share this information, share the link. If you see it in the town hall forum, share it wide so that our people can come and get themselves informed about the issues facing our country, Southern Cameroons. They can get themselves really informed about ways that we could, work, move on to achieve lasting solution to our issue. Because we also know that we have faced many problems, many challenges over the past years, and we really need to ask ourselves if we need to keep on doing the same things we have been doing for these 5 years. And obviously not, because we cannot keep on doing the same things and expecting the results to be better or to be different. The message to all of us and to those whom you may reach out of this forum is that we should remain encouraged. So I see a spelling mistake there in the presentation. We should remain encouraged, we should remain motivated, we should remain strong, because there is nothing that can stop us from keeping on the resistance and keeping on the fight until we reach Boya and really gaining our freedom and our dignity. So that is what I plan to show you for today. If you have any question about the event, I hope that we can have a few minutes to respond to any questions that may come up, and we would like to see you all at this event on the 5th of March 2022 from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Amber time. So if you see 3 p.m. to 6 p.m., 80 means Amber time. This is the acronym I have adopted from today. When I write 80, it means it's Amber time. So thank you very much for your attention. If there are any questions, I'll stay here to answer them before I take my leave along the line discussions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mofo. Absolutely, we will give a few minutes. I saw a hand went up and then it went down. I don't know if the person took their hand down. But yes, if anybody has any questions for the SCA team, go ahead, introduce yourself, unmute yourself and ask your question about the conference. While people are getting their thoughts together, I would just like to thank the SCA-Germany for the marvelous work you're doing. This is a commitment, and how badly do we need this to sensitize the international community and to take the discussion away from just amongst ourselves. The EU is also stepping up to be a major player in global politics. So Germany is the main power in Europe. So there couldn't be a better place to hold this conference and from where to spread it to the rest of the EU. So first, we want to thank you as Southern Cameroonians for the work you're doing. And we hope it sets an example for other communities to emulate. So as Mr. Mofo said, this is the power of collaboration and working together. So our town hall falls on that 5th of March, but we have to work together. So the conference starts from 3 to 6 p.m. Amber time. And those first couple of hours or those first 3 hours will be dedicated to the SCA conference. After the SCA conference at 6 p.m. Amber time, then we would return to the town hall, as we will also have a program focused on international geopolitics, how it affects Southern Cameroons. As the SCA is taking the message to the international community, we also need to be aware of how the international community is playing the political game. So we are going to have a show on the French quadrant in the sub-region that directly affects us, so that when we are meeting partners in the international community, we are informed. We need to let them know that we know what's going on. We understand the game, and we are not about to play cat and mouse with them. They need to be straight up. But for us to do that, we need to have their attention, but we also need to understand what is happening in the sub-region. So again, the town hall will begin with the SCA conference. It's going to be a webinar. We are going to include both the webinar link and the town hall link. And we pray Southern Cameroonians after the webinar to then get on the Zoom link, or if you're in the Zoom link, you'll be able to follow the SCA conference. We thank you for that collaboration, SCA. Dr. Edmond, I see your hand is up.
Yeah, so I just wanted to really congratulate SCA-Germany for really taking the lead and taking that initiative to do this. And number one, and two, and just say you have your work cut out for you already. We know, and you know, over the last year alone, there've been what, maybe close now to about $700 million that will be going to La République, or from Europe. You know, approximately 200 and something million from France, approximately 200 and something million from the UK, and now on the current EU budget, there is a proposal to also drop in the EU to put about 200 and something million dollars for to La République. And so, if done right, a lot of what you're doing, you know, getting that advocacy and aligning the interests of the different countries in which you are with the difference, with the interests of you know, Southern Cameroons, to show them the mutual benefit that they may have with. And I can imagine that all of this is actually replicated around the world. This would be the springboard of a true massive, you know, work that we can really do to achieve a lot of the things that are needed, not just to prosecute the war, but for post-war reconstruction and stability, you know, of the prosperity of Amazonia. So what you're doing is enormous, and please keep on shining the light and stay true to your principles. It is too easy sometimes to actually get away by some people who want to always appropriate, the false prophets who want to appropriate revolutions like this and use it for their own personal interests. Once more, thank you. Any other thoughts would be directed to you directly, but I just wanted to make this public so that this can be like an example for other communities around Amazonian communities around the world. Thank you.
Thank you too. I may just add from the previous conference what we did. You know, we invited several parliamentarians from our German parliament, and in our presentations we pointed out some of these statistics, how much Germany particularly has contributed in cash to you know, towards Cameroon, how much they have given the government of Mr. Biya, and we challenged them to prove to us that some of these monies have not been used to finance the war in the southern Cameroons. And so we had parliamentarians like Dr. Christoph Hoffman, who was a presenter also. And yes, they really said that there is no way they can really prove that some of this money has not been used to finance the war going on against our innocent people. So as Comrade Folefak said, it is something that we need to encourage. Southern Cameroonians in all parts of the world, wherever they are, should get up from sleep and reach out to their own leadership, wherever they are, especially here in the diaspora, and tell them our story, tell them the truth, speak the truth to power, and hold them, commit them to take responsibility, because the problems that we are facing have not been caused by us.
Thank you, comrade. Thank you. Thank you very much. If there's any question again for SCA.
Hands up.
Okay. Oh, Shay, I don't see your hand. You're going to say something?
Yes,
before
please.
we pivot? Go ahead. Go ahead, Shay.
This whole initiative from the SCA and your initiative here is wonderful. I just want to add up that not just only in the different countries from the diasporans where we have to approach our parliamentarians to help us and to clarify it and to sensitize them, we have to have also an approach to Brussels, and I mean the EU. We have to approach EU parliamentarians to sensitize them, although it is a bit of a slippy road, because in France has got a major role in the EU, same as Germany. But we need to dig there in Brussels with the EU Parliament. You know, we need to pinch. But that's as an additional hint. Thank you very much.